best privacy wallet in crypto. You can send transactions, you can interact with smart contracts in a totally private way. The 0x0 Arcane wallet is your new gateway to true privacy on the Ethereum blockchain. If you want to send private Ethereum transactions and gain access to a revenue share program that pays you directly in Ethereum, you need to see this video. You need to try this product. The next few minutes could change your experience in crypto entirely. Built by 0x0, which is an all-in-one privacy crypto exchange. We've partnered with 0x0 today to make this video possible. A really cool thing about this product is 100% of the utility income revenue gets distributed back to 0x0 holders in ETH. You can check this out on their dashboard. A revamped dashboard is coming soon. I'll show you in a second. And you can see how much Ethereum you could be generating if you wanted to participate. Again, this is a passive rev share income stream. 0x0 holders get paid in Ethereum regularly. So far, 1,700 plus Ethereum coins have been distributed. And the overall value prop here is this: private, secure, confidential, AI-based safety tools that redistribute 100% revenue to 0x0 holders. And the star of the show, their new Arcane wallet, integrates privacy seamlessly. Privacy is not treated as an add-on. If you're looking for a new crypto wallet, I highly suggest looking at Arcane wallet. Let me explain to you, show you how this works. Let me show you the product demo and walkthrough tutorial. But first of all, understand the 0x0 Arcane wallet is used to generate very unique hidden secret 0x0 addresses, which it's a bit different from what a normal Ethereum address looks like. They call it a 0x0 address. It can be a big string of numbers and letters. And then just like a normal wallet, you share your 0x0 address with others to securely receive assets such as Ethereum, ERC20 tokens, NFTs, all while ensuring privacy. Moreover, the 0x0 address allows you to send assets to others and interact with smart contracts in a manner that creates no linkage between your sending address and the transaction. I'm going to show you this in a second. This technology would, for example, allow you to conduct swaps on dexes like Uniswap, 1inch, KyberSwap discreetly. Although your transactions would be publicly visible on the block explorer like Etherscan, the transaction itself cannot be linked back to your 0x0 address. I know you probably have a lot of questions wondering how this all works, so you need to see this walkthrough. They do such a good job here explaining and showing how their Arcane wallet and the 0x0 blockchain itself works. Let me just play you 3 minutes of this tutorial video. They'll set up the wallet from scratch, send a transaction with the wallet, show you how it all looks on the blockchain, i.e. show you what it looks like on Etherscan, and overall what you can expect with the Arcane wallet. Do yourself a favor, watch this 3-minute demo tutorial and you will totally understand the product. I was impressed with how easy and seamless it all is.
Hey everybody, welcome to our new OXO Arcane and Spectre demo with our newly updated interface. To start off, this is where you'll be able to create a new wallet or import an existing wallet. And the process is very similar to MetaMask, where you will need to create a password and then get a 12-seed recovery phrase. Now, as with any self-custody wallet, please make sure that you save and secure this phrase offline and preferably not on an electronic device for best security practice. Put in the password here, and now that we are into the Arcane wallet interface, you're going to see that we don't have a balance yet, and you're going to need to fund the wallet using the ETH address here in order to use the platform. Go to your external wallet, the Seporia testnet in this case, and input the Arcane generated ETH address and select your token and how much you want to send over. You can send any ERC20 token to this address, but for the sake of this testnet demo, we just used ETH. So please note that this transaction address that you're sending to isn't quite private yet, but we'll be getting to that after the ETH reaches the platform. Now that you have your ETH on the platform, this is when you can take advantage of the privacy that OXO provides. So you select shield and you get to pick what token and how much you want to shield. The shielding process protects the asset from the public eye by moving them to the Arcane contract, and once they're shielded, they can only be used within the platform. Also to mention, not displayed here, but the shielded assets will have an OXO logo next to them to help you distinguish between shielded and unshielded. So here's the shielded ETH. We call it OXO ETH. Now to send end-to-end anonymously, you'll select the shielded asset and the amount you want to send, and then input the OXO address that you want to send the assets to. You get that OXO address here, and then you will see the transaction review, see the amount, the recipient, the relayer address, the relayer link, the fee, and then you can pull up the Etherscan on the transaction, and you can see, hang on here with this process. Now you can see that the from or the sending address is a random relayer address, and the to or the receiving address is the Arcane address, the 067 address. And here you can see the 0.005 from our sending wallet, and here you can see the receiving wallet. After shielding your asset, you can only transfer them to another OXO account, which means the transfer is obscured and only known by the sender and recipient. So we sent 0.005 shielded ETH, or simply OXO ETH, to another OXO address, and here's the received shielded ETH. Note that this is a fresh wallet with no ETH, which means we can't pay gas, but given that it's a shielded token, we can move them using the OXO relayer system.
And then to go further, watch how they show you how to do a swap on Uniswap totally privately with their wallet. They'll walk you through it. Watch.
Now on to swapping. Since Arcane users can interact with certain kind of contracts anonymously, we've utilized this feature to allow users to swap their shielded assets with any Uniswap asset. Also note that this doesn't require the user to have native ETH for gas fees, because the relayer is paying the fee from the output token equivalent. And we can check the Etherscan and see the sending address is a random relayer address, and the receiving address is the Arcane contract, 067. And here we're going to be able to see that the swap went through. You have your OXO wrapped ETH, you have your OXO ETH, and then you have a 0 native ETH balance. And here we're going to check the address history of the recipient so that we can see that once we open this up on Etherscan, that there is no receiving or swap transactions that are visible at all. This is the receiving address and you got nothing. You can go back here and we can see that there's clearly transactions and action that has been going on. Likewise, we can go to the sending address here, and we'll pull that up on Etherscan, and we will see that it doesn't show any transaction of the asset being sent to the recipient or swap transaction. We can only see the transaction of the asset being shielded and the account being funded.
So right now, the Arcane wallet is currently live in beta on the Sepolia testnet. Mainnet launch is imminent. This also applies to 0x0's Spectre. Spectre, it's a noun. It means ghost. 0x0's Spectre is a privacy-focused trading platform within the 0x0 exchange. It is synonymous with the MVP, plus more. Spectre consists of both private spot and private perpetuals derivatives trading. No preset deposit amounts. You can input custom amounts with any ERC20 token, and private selling as well. Trade like a ghost, with or without leverage, while maintaining your confidentiality the entire time. Here's a quick look at the updated 0x0 dashboard. They've introduced exciting changes to make creating a relayer and managing your privacy simpler than ever. So let's talk about their decentralized relayer system. Think blockchain node. The same way that nodes secure a blockchain, relayers will secure and further anonymize their privacy ecosystem. People will be able to print or earn additional 0.1% of transaction fees by running their own relayer. And the more relayers means increased privacy. This all encourages people to run more relayers to receive these transaction fees on top of the rev share that their 100,000 0x0 token brings in, because it takes 100,000 0x0 tokens to run a relayer. This will all inevitably lead to significant buy pressure as people opt in to run their own relayers. It's beautiful. So if you wanted to do this, they've decided to allow 2 relayers per 100,000 0x0 tokens. The minimum holding requirement remains 100,000 tokens, but you can now run 2 relayers with it. For example, if you hold 100,000 150,000 tokens makes you eligible for 2 relayers, but 200,000 tokens qualifies you for 4 relayers. This works in multiples of 100,000 0x0 tokens. They may adjust the minimum holding amount in the future, depending on the token price, and you no longer need to transfer your 100,000 0x0 token minimum to separate addresses. The 0x0 dashboard contains all you need for holding your address to manage and set up multiple relayers seamlessly. There will be a few steps involved setting up your relayer, which will be explained thoroughly upon release. There are no additional costs to set up your relayer besides holding the 100,000 tokens. You'll just have to ensure that your relayer has enough ETH to pay for gas fees, to which, after the transaction is successfully mined, you would be refunded your fees in ETH plus incentives, and it'll run on its own like an automated bot. Your relayer will print ETH in your sleep. This is on top of the rev share that your tokens are already printing. Again, right now, Arcane and Spectre, this is live on beta on the Sepolia testnet. Mainnet launch is imminent. Their revamped dashboard looks beautiful, so check out 0x0 and Arcane Wallet. They're doing big things. I'll link them below. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you tomorrow.